what was it like to grow up and be so immersed in like beauty and cosmetics?
I had makeup all over the house. We had stuff coming in all the time, and I wasn't allowed to wear makeup. So I'd sneak it all the time. But there was something about makeup and feminine energy and women and glamour, and it was in my blood. And it was beautiful. I loved having so many different assortments of everything to experiment with, to play with, to test.
Yeah, so I'm sure that that's kind of what inspired, having that assortment and wanting to play around with different types of makeup is probably kind of what inspired Nude Envy. And I'm curious, like, can you talk to us about the company's mission and what is your thought process when coming out with new products for the business?
So I try to keep it very consistent. I try to make it really, really easy for women to navigate through the shades, through the colors. So being exposed to all these different assortments, like I remember blue eyeshadow, there was silver blue, there was turquoise blue, there was royal blue, and then you go into the teals. There's a lot to choose from that's so not necessary. Yes, it's nice to like play with it and, look at these beautiful colors, but not on your face. Like put it in your home, put it in your bathroom, buy the pillows, the candles, the whatever it is. But on your face, we do not want to be overwhelmed when choosing colors. So we want easy, nice, beautiful, calm pinks, nudes, a little bit of enhancement. Maybe you want the cooler shades. So you go into the mauve kind of tones. So it's very easy to navigate. So when I did the lipsticks, it was 9 shades, starting from the very lightest, going to the darkest, warm and cool. You kind of get everything covered. And then you layer it with the eyeshadows, and they all coordinate. I just launched nail polishes this week, which I'm super excited about. And it was the same exact concept. The lips and the lids match. The lips and the tips kind of coordinate and go well together. So when a woman goes on the site, it is so easy and it's a good experience.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, personally, I like the natural look. I like the dewy look. I'm into the like kind of warmer shades of things, but I totally understand, as a consumer going to shop for makeup, like eyeshadow alone, it's the hardest thing to find a palette that has just like basic colors that I like. So I think that that's definitely a mission that's filling a need for the consumer when it comes to makeup, to not be overwhelmed and to feel like you can go on the site, you can see everything right there, pick the color that you like, and know that the color that you pick will match your nail polish, will match your lipstick, your eyeshadow, everything will be a cohesive look.
Right.
And I think, I mean, another thing is all of the products are paraben free, cruelty free, gluten free, vegan.
Yeah.
What is so important to you about doing this and having these products be free of these things?
I think it's important for everyone. I mean, cruelty free is just goes without saying. I don't eat meat. I don't put that stuff into my body. Why would I do any of that to animals or, I'm just against all of that to begin with. Um, and I eat clean. I live a healthy lifestyle. So this is just an extension of the other. And I think it's important to stay as clean and healthy as we can. So if we don't need anything extra, don't do it. Um, I do love fragrance. So I do have a little bit of vanilla in the lipsticks. But other than that, it's pretty amazing to apply on.
A lot of the products also have things like oils and vitamin E in them. So it seems like most of these products are not only good to look at, but also good for your skin, good for your body too,
Absolutely.
which
Absolutely.
right,
It,
which definitely makes sense if you are a conscious consumer of what you're putting into your body. Then I absolutely agree. I also don't eat meat, besides fish, but I specifically shop cruelty-free products as well,
oh, I
and I
love
think that
it.
a lot of people do that, even if they eat meat, because something about it just doesn't feel right.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. There's no need for it. No need.
Right.
And everything's made in America. So I'm a big believer of that as well. Keep it home. Um, I think that's important for people as well, especially nowadays. It's always been important for me.
Nude Envy can be found in big retailers like Saks, Fifth Avenue, and Neiman Marcus, just to name a few. What was that transition like going from online to in a huge retailer like this?
So for me, it started the other way around, actually. As soon as I launched the line, Barney's picked it up, which was huge. I mean, it was amazing for me because Barney's was my favorite place to shop. So it was my home. Um, and then I needed to make sure they're well fed. So I took care of Barney's. I never really took the time to grow my own online store. It was very important for me to stay loyal to them, for them to be happy. And it did really well there. And then I think it went into Neiman's, which was great. And Saks Fifth Avenue carries it now. It wasn't until this year that I actually started working on my own online store because of what was going on, because of COVID, because people couldn't walk into the store and just put the makeup on and play with it. So the transition took a couple months to go the other way, but it's been amazing. It's one of the best things that ever happened. It's great. We do Zoom calls with a lot of the clients if they want, so I can help them choose and coordinate and figure out their nude mood, is what we call it. And
That's so interesting. It's like the complete reverse of what most companies see. And I think that's just given the climate of our world right now with, everything going on. And it's so interesting that you have created this personalized aspect. A lot of people, when it comes to things like clothing and makeup, feel like they need to try it on. They feel like they need to be there in person. They prefer shopping in person versus online. So that added element of knowing that somebody that created these products is going to connect with you one-on-one and look at you and give honest feedback saying, I don't know if that's the right shade for you. That's not really the way that it was designed,
yeah,
almost makes it a better experience than just going in a store, trying it on and seeing if you like it. You're getting a secondhand opinion. I think that that's a great concept. And I'm sure that maybe, now seeing you do it and works for you, other retailers, especially, having to adapt to this new normal, will look into doing things like that as well.
it's been a great experience. They absolutely love it. I get beautiful emails afterwards. Um, and for me, this is why I do this. I love connecting with the women. I love hearing their stories, and I love to hear that they love the products, of course, and how they like to use it. I love it. It's just beautiful. It's one of my favorite parts of the day.
Yeah. So you talked a little bit about this transition to online and having new products being the nail polish. But what's next for the company? Is there any other new things coming out, campaigns, events, products?
I'm going to be launching more lipsticks because everybody loves the lipsticks. It's been a little tricky. I'm so picky. It takes years to figure out the formula, the scent, the colors, but I've narrowed it down. It's going to be berry shades of nudes. And this is my daughter. My daughter's 20. How old is she now? She's 22. She's an artist. She is very picky. And she's younger. She's the younger generation. So she's like, Mom, this is what we love. This is what I want, more sheer. So she's been helping me. And I've come up with 5 shades that are stunning. Like, I'm obsessed with it. And I only wear the nudes, the very, very light colors. But I've been playing with them, and I'm going to be launching those in the next few months. They're very, very hydrating as well.
Yes, that's what we need right now, especially with these masks. I've been using chapstick more than ever. And I'm so excited to see these colors. That sounds right up my alley. I'm also 22, so I'm sure that it's going to be a big
Oh,
appeal to me. And she's so right about the sheer. Like, that's totally coming back in,
yeah.
um, transitioning away from the matte for our generation, at least. And the hydration is essential right now.
Well, I've never been into the matte lipsticks, so none of my lipsticks were ever matte. I just stay away from that. I don't get it. I like to have like sexy, sultry, glossy lips, not dry. Anyway, so it's always been very hydrating. But this is just more sheer and more berry tones. It's kind of like, more European woman, the French, lips or something. I don't know. It's just very sultry.
Because you grew up in the industry and you're still immersed in it, owning a business in cosmetics, what advice do you have for those who are looking to dive into this industry?
To start a makeup line, I think you have to be very, very picky. I mean, it's so saturated. There are so many other lines to pick from. And if you just throw things at people, you might do well for a month or two, but you won't stay in the game. You have to be so picky. And it's the formula, it's the quality, it's the shade, the way it applies. It's yeah, that's, I think, and don't give up. Don't let, if you go to a lab and they say that's too hard and we can't do it, find someone that can do it. You
Yeah,
know,
like really focusing on the art, the artistry behind
right,
producing the product.
right,
Yeah.
right. It really is art. It really is. Each one is a baby. Is my
It,
baby. Each lipstick, each product. So sometimes someone will say, "What's your favorite?" And I say, "Well, it's just like asking me which child is my favorite. I love them, each and every single one of them."
I like to add one fun question into my interviews. So I know you can't pick a favorite one of your products, but is there a beauty product between, lip, eye, nails, anything? What is the beauty product that you could not live without?
Okay, so this is a new one for me. Um, and I think you'll like this because you said dewy. It's this highlighter that I came up with, which is a cream highlighter with hyaluronic acid. I try to put some beautiful ingredient into every single thing I produce. It's got crushed pearls in it and hyaluronic acid, and it is so soft, so easy to apply, and so it's there, but it's not there, but it does a beautiful job. And this, I'm obsessed with it right now. Obsessed. Like, I wear it every single day. And people will literally ask me, "What are you wearing? How come you have dewy skin all the time?" And this is it. This is my little secret now.
And is that on the website yet?
It is. It is. It's called Golden.
Okay.
It's
So listeners can shop that if they're looking for a new highlighter.
Yes. And so for me, it was really important not to have that highlighter, that white, like mirror effect. It's just this glistening, kind of dewy look. I'm telling you, everyone loves it.
Yeah,
Love.
that sounds right up my alley. That sounds like something I'm definitely interested in.
I'm going to send you one. You're going to love.
So I like to end my interviews with something positive. Is there anything positive going on in your life or in the world or in your company that you would share with my followers?
Um, well, my online store is growing like crazy. For me, that's huge. It makes me super happy because when you work hard, especially it's been a few years, and to see it grow and people love it, it's been fantastic. Um, Besides that, my kids are coming home, so that makes me really happy. My daughter, who's been living in New York, is going to graduate and come back home. I can't wait to have her with me. Can't. Just, I'm dying for it. Super excited.
That is positive news right now, especially with everything going on. It's great that you guys will get to be together, especially with the holidays coming up.
Yes, yes, yes. And then she's going to live here when once she graduates, just in a few months. She's going to be home. I've missed her terribly. She's been gone for 4 years.
I understand. I'm a recent grad, and my parents were the same way.
Yeah.
Now I'm out here living in LA as far away as I can be, so it was kind of the opposite.
Live.
Can you tell my followers where they can buy your products, find you, find everything out about the company?
Of course. So the website is, of course, nudeenvie.com. Neiman's and Saks, they also have it online, and everyone's shopping online now, so that's probably the best place. If anybody needs to find me, info at Nude Envie, and we respond so quickly, so fast. Saturday and Sundays are a little wiggy, but on weekdays it's like immediate. Yeah, and I'm happy to help anyone. We set up a Zoom call in like a half hour meeting, and it's really, really fun. Really fun.
Well, thank you so much for coming on the show. I will link everything.
My
Um,
pleasure. You're amazing. I'm so proud of you. You're
Thanks.
young, you're 22, and you're doing a good job. Good
Thank
job.
you. Yeah, I love it. I love talking to people and learning about business and entrepreneurship and entertainment and all of that fun stuff. So it's definitely rewarding, I would say.
Good for you. Good. Good. It's perfect for right now, too.
Oh, definitely. Yes. That was the whole point of, doing it. I was bored. I was like, I want to do something that contributes to growing myself, growing others. So
I
this was
love
the
it.
perfect
You're
thing.
my kind of girl. You figure it out.
Thank you. Yes.
Figure it out. That's the best advice to give anyone. Whatever comes your way, figure it out. Get
Yeah.
back. So,
Be ready to pivot to the
always.
changes.
Yes, I'm such a planner, and I had my whole life planned out. Never in a million years did I think I'd be doing this now. Um, so yes, be ready to pivot.
Yeah.
Very well said. Well
You
said. Yeah.
you did that when you pivoted online,
Yeah.
and I'm doing it with this podcast.